4.
What's going on, everybody? Matt Tobacco from SmokeTobacco.com. I'm at PCA 2026 with coverage brought to you by Drew Estate. I'm here at the Tatuaje Cigars booth with the legend, Pete Johnson.
And we have the Drew Estate music in the background. So
we do. It's all encompassing.
It's actually a little lower than it was earlier.
Is it?
Yeah.
They toned it down?
I think the people actually muted it a little bit. Not the employees. The crowd of people actually brought the level of it down.
You know what would be interesting? One year, maybe. I don't know if you have any of your old music on wax. But you could play some of your old jams.
I have them on my phone. I have them on my phone. No one wants to hear that stuff. I'll play some Sex Tooth music. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, that's on theme.
I think he's somewhere in here.
Is he here?
Yeah, somewhere in here. Yeah.
It's pretty busy in this booth.
They gave him his badge, and it actually says Sex Tooth as his first name. And he's like, oh my God, this is amazing. But the lady was like, I have to put your last name on the badge because you gotta,
You gotta have something.
You gotta have a license to show.
But anyway, we're here. Your booth is packed right out of the gate. No surprise. I mean,
yeah, it was packed when the 9 a.m.ers showed up, and then it's busy again. Well, we got a lot of fun stuff in the booth this year, so I don't know how every year I say this, I'm not sure how we'll top this one. But, a lot of monster theme stuff, and then 20th anniversary reds and blacks. This is the 20th year that the black label's been on the show floor and the 21st year that the red label's been on the show floor, but I wanted to label a couple sizes as 20s on both of them. So,
oh, wow, okay.
Technically, the red label was just delayed, so I pushed it to the same year as this. So.
Okay, well, it's here.
Yeah.
Another thing, I'm hearing rumors from the retail network that could be a creature coming out soon.
A full-size creature. You'll see it in the display. It's part of the Monster series, of course, but it's not the
elevated.
Not the same price as the Monster series.
Okay, all right, that's
a little
fair.
elevated, but still under $20. So there you go.
Last year, one of the things that was really exciting is you had a lot of Corojo stuff.
Yes, and this year I have a broad mix. I have San Andreas, I have Broadleaf, I have Habano, I have Criollo, but I still did Corojo because the creature is Corojo, sorry.
Yeah.
But that's a higher primate Corojo than I do on the 7ths and stuff like that.
Well, speaking of the 7th, last year your Corojo did perform exceptionally well.
Thank you. I'm glad to hear that because I was convinced that it should be on a lot of lists.
Well, you made number 2 with the 7th Corojo.
Awesome.
And so you needed to be recognized for that. So once again, you got another little something from us.
Beautiful.
From all your hard work.
Yeah, I'm glad you recognized that cigar because I was really proud of it. So, and we actually brought more to this show just so we could have them to smoke.
Nice.
Bring some 7th Corojo. We always need choices, right?
Well, I'll say that one was.
Awesome.
They were all really good though. The T110, the Cojetes.
Yeah, I mean we're always having a lot, and the reality is that we're kind of settling into a pattern, and we're going to try to have a select few limiteds that rotate through constantly.
Yeah.
Because everybody wants the Loma de Cerdos and the pork tenderloins again. It was a big production the first time, but if we rotate them through the cycle every 3 years, then it's not so bad. But people want them. Even my neighbors at Boveda keep on hitting me up for Loma de Cerdos. They're like, can we get more? I go, there should be some out there. There's a lot of people that bought a lot. They're like, we can't find them anywhere. So that means they're all gone? Or someone's rat holing them, right?
I bought a few bundles. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. It was plural. I saved a few, and I opened up 1 or 2, and,
Yeah, those projects we need to keep rotating through just so we have something stable to count on.
Yeah.
And, every year it gets harder and harder to create new when a lot of people still want the old.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there's stuff that people find they love and they want to just keep smoking.
So limited editions that will rotate through and remind people that they were great the first time and the second time they came out, and enough time distance between them that people are expecting them.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, one of the other things I know you have here that I wanted to ask you about is you have a culebra.
I do. It's called the Old Man and the Sea Monster. It's based off of the creature.
Okay.
But the size is a 7x44. And then the culebra is, a 7x43, 7x44. It's twisted into a weird-looking shaped cigar.
Production on that?
It's 1,300 six-packs.
So they come as 6, okay.
Yeah, so you have the one straight cigar and then the culebra.
Oh, okay.
That's why the Old Man is a straight cigar.
Yeah.
And the sea, like not ocean.
Sea, yeah.
The sea is the culebra, and we haven't set the price on it. We're still trying to figure that one out. We used to have the Old Man of the Sea. We've made a lot of Old Man of the Sea regular ones before. Fausto, Black Label, El Triunfador, and the Old Man of the Sea. But we never. This is the first time for us doing the thicker ring gauge and the 7-inch instead of the skinnier Lancero.
Okay.
So much easier to do a 38 than a 44, but ultimately, culebras are one of those cigars you have to catch really early in the pressing time.
Yes.
So they're what we would call flojo or flojito, and then you pull them out really wet.
Yep.
And then you twist them right there.
Yeah.
And then you tie them and you put them down, let them dry. That's it.
Yeah.
So they dry while they're twisting. If you wait till they're dry, you can't twist them anymore.
They'll break.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a delicate process, I guess, to say. Or?
Yeah, but the factory is very well schooled up. Well, the first time we did it was I want to say 12, 13 years ago, and it was comical. Like we're all sitting there going, okay, it goes like this, and it goes like this, and it goes like, okay, that's how it does. Now it's easy.
Well, that factory has won our Factory of the Year multiple times, so there's no surprise.
I made one in Miami out of a Grand Corona. There's one on display that's
that you made?
I didn't actually roll the cigar. This gentleman that rolls a lot of my custom stuff in Miami.
Yeah.
He rolled the cigars. He brought me, and I told him, I said, I'm going to twist them into the culebra, so I need them, wet and not pressed all the way.
Yeah.
And he brought them to me. He brought me 4. I said, perfect. I'll have the Old Man of the Sea also with that. And I twisted it. Like I had the girl tie the knot on the heads, and then I did the twist, and then she tied the knot on the foot because my fingers are too big to tie tiny knots. I have a tough time tying my shoes, dude. So.
Well, I'm excited. We're going to go through. We're going to take some photos, and we'll get a full coverage of what you have here. But it's great to see you at the show.
Thank you.
And it's great to recognize
Thank you very much.
Work that you've done.
The 7th Corojo for me was. I remember smoking it a lot last year, and I was like, I hope people see what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
I just really, really enjoy it.
We did.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
No surprise. You always do a great job.
At least I got one.
Yeah, you got
one guy.
At least somebody cares about you. That's the way I look at it. At least somebody gives a shit about Pete. But guys, thanks for watching. Pete, thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Good luck with the show.
Thanks for all the support you guys do. Thanks for promoting the industry.
Yes.
I actually have to talk to Steve and Jesse because I want to do a couple more hand rolls, but I want to do one about the retailers. But here's the dynamic of the struggle of retailers. But then I might want to consider doing one about the media portion. So it's
okay.
This is all a work in progress because we're trying to get it. We're trying to get hand rolled the series on a bigger platform, but it's really tough because we're still labeled tobacco. It's kind of bullshit. This is craft. This is not tobacco. This is craft.
This is art and love.
Yeah. So, and that documentary series I think is really important for the industry because it's not talking about how great of a cigar maker a person is. It's really learning about the person and what they've gone through in their life and how they built something out of what is considered art.
Yeah,
it'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up the hand roll series. We saw a little preview of the next one with the Padrones.
Beautiful.
Very well done.
Yeah, and got me crying actually.
It should. Very well done, and I want to thank you for the hand rolled series because I do love it, and I tell everyone about it. As if you don't know about cigars, you should watch this.
It's important. I mean, people have to understand that we're not the cigarette industry. We're a different industry altogether. So
yes,
and some people do recognize it because now we have a true definition for a premium cigar.
Yeah, we do.
We won.
We won again.
Yes. Now it's official, though.
Yes. Well, guys, thank you for watching.
Thank you, guys.
And I appreciate you, Pete. And stay tuned for more coverage from PCA 2026 brought to you by Drew Estate. Take care.